Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, today we're going to be making sea okra soup, and here are the ingredients I will be using for today's recipe. Now if you check closely here, if you look closely here, you see that my okra has been chopped, and here I've got my white chopped onion as well, and here is the clean prawn I'll be using. This is one of the seafood I will be using, and here I've got cow tail. This is the only beef I will be adding, and here is my seasoning cube and salt. If you check behind, there is my thyme. I will show you later on as we proceed with the video. And here is my clean tilapia fish, and this tilapia fish has been cleaned, and here I've got my mackerel fish. So these are the ingredients I will be using, and here I've got my liver. This liver has been cleaned and chopped as well. And if you check there, if you check here, you see kind of yellow stuff. That is my scotch bonnet pepper. It has been cleaned and chopped. So here are the ingredients I'll be using for today's recipe. Alright, so now that all our ingredients are ready, so what we're gonna do is just to go ahead and cook. But before we proceed with the cooking, I want to quickly thank my old and new subscribers. Thank you for always watching, commenting. For those of you that have been sharing my video, I really do appreciate it. Then again, if you've been watching without subscribing, just do well by hitting that red button. It doesn't cost you anything. You're not gonna get charged. It's free. Hit the red button and pick all options. What the all option does is to notify you whenever I put up a new video. Alright, so here is my pot. So what we're gonna do is to add all of this meat together, and we proceed to cook. As you can see, I've added the cow tail, the liver, and here comes my tilapia fish. After the tilapia fish, I'm gonna go ahead and add my mackerel fish. Mind you, all of this fish and meat has been cleaned and chopped. I chopped them before I cleaned them very well. So I just added my white chopped onion, and here I'm gonna add a little bit of thyme. Then after adding the thyme, what we're gonna do is to go ahead and add seasoning cube and salt. Now if you check that salt, I'm not going to add all of them. Reason is because I just added 3 seasoning cube. Okay, so I add a little quantity of the salt. Be mindful if you want to add salt. So the remaining salt I will set it aside. Maybe if I proceed with the cooking and the salt is not enough, then what I would do is to add a little bit. Now my pot is set on the gas, so what I'm going to do is just to allow it to cook. Then I will come back and remove the fish. Alright, I think at this point the fish has cooked halfway. So what I'm gonna do is to remove all of the fish and allow the cow tail and the liver to continue cooking. Reason for this is because when you leave your fish in your pot, when you come back, you're not gonna find it anymore. Everything's just gonna dissolve. Now I've added my prawns. After the prawns, what I'm gonna do is just to stay together and cover it again and allow the prawns to cook for about maybe 5 to 6 minutes. Then I will come back, add my okra, then the recipe will be ready. It's something that doesn't take time. Like I told you before, it's a recipe that doesn't take time. In as much as you've gotten all your ingredients ready, it doesn't take time. So what I'm doing now is to cover the pot, and I will allow it to cook like maybe 5 to 6 minutes, like I said before. And when I come back, we'll add the remaining ingredients and we'll be done for today's recipe. It's as simple as this. So if you love this video, try to give, or probably if you like seafood, if you like okra, okay, just try to give it a try. It's a recipe that doesn't take time, in as much as you've gotten all your ingredients ready. Alright, what I've just added now is my chopped okra that I showed you previously, and here comes my yellow scotch bonnet pepper. So what I'm doing now is to stir all of them together. Now, before I forget, I want to quickly tell you something. At this stage, when you've gotten to this stage, the stage where you've added your okra, what you're gonna do is to make sure that your heat is reduced to minimum. Remember, what we're cooking is vegetable. You wouldn't want your okra or maybe your whatever vegetable you're cooking to overcooked. So what I've done here is to make sure that my heat is at the minimum. All right, so when I finish stirring everything together now, what I'm gonna do is to cover it and allow it to cook for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Then when I come back, our recipe would be ready. Let's quickly check and see how well our okra soup is doing. Oh my god, immediately I opened the pot, the aroma alone, oh my god, I couldn't withstand the aroma. I just feel like eating immediately. Oh my goodness, just look at the okra, look at that, see how grainy the okra is looking. Oh my goodness, just look at the prawns, the liver and the cowtail. All right, so the fish we removed previously. So what we're gonna do now is just to add the fish. I was a little bit carried away with the aroma and everything, just forgive me. Let's quickly add our fish, the fish we removed previously. You remember the fish we removed, right? So that's what I am adding now. I was a little bit carried away with the aroma. Oh my god, this soup is, oh my goodness, this soup is I don't know how to explain this, but believe in me, this soup would be delicious. I'm making this soup in such a way that the okra itself will be crunchy. That's why I always want, whenever you're gonna cook or whenever you're cooking vegetable soup, make sure that your heat is reduced to minimum. Mine is reduced to minimum, I am telling you. So I finished adding the fish. So what I'm doing now is to give it a gentle stir, and after this gentle stir, I'm gonna cover it for a bit, and when I come back, our okra soup would be ready. All right, we are still kind of giving it a little stir. I'm still kind of stirring it gently, and after this stage I'll cover it like I said before. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, let me quickly say this again, please. If you've not subscribed, subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? Subscribe, it's free. You're not gonna get charged. No one is gonna ask you to pay anything. You're not gonna get charged whatsoever. Just subscribe, it's free. Subscribe, share the video. If you've been watching and you've not subscribed, I'm still wondering what you're waiting for. Just subscribe, okay? Share the video with your friends and family on social media, right? So I just cover the pot and I will leave it to cook for a while, and when I come back, our okra soup would be ready. All right, so let me just give it a little gentle stir again, and our soup, at this stage our soup is ready, I'm telling you. So my heat has been turned off. So after this stir, what I'm gonna do is just to set a bowl aside. Like I always told you, if you cooking okra soup, or you finish cooking okra soup, or maybe vegetable or okra, whatever vegetable you've prepared, set a bowl aside and get rid of the soup immediately, just like I did now. So I set a bowl aside and I poured out the soup immediately. So here is the okra soup, okra seafood, how it looks like. The prawns is still intact, the fish are intact, the liver, everything. The okra is grainy and crunchy, like I told you. Just give this recipe a try if you like if you like seafood. All right, so finally we're almost at the end of the recipe, but before we call it a day, let me show you what I enjoyed mine with. I enjoyed mine with corn food, like I told you before. I enjoyed mine with corn food, and here is the corn food. I enjoyed it great. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of you in my next video.